Picture this. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and over 100 million people are glued to their screens. The excitement isn't just on the field, it's also behind the scenes, where billions of dollars are changing hands. From broadcasting deals and ticket sales to merchandise and sponsorships, the NFL isn't just a sports league. It's a money-making machine. But how exactly does it turn touchdowns into billions? Today, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal how the NFL has built one of the most profitable business models in the world. And more importantly, what you, as a business enthusiast, can learn from their playbook. Before we jump into the financial huddle, let's take a quick look at how the NFL got its start. The National Football League, or NFL, began in 1920 with just 14 teams and struggled to gain popularity for decades. It wasn't until the 1960s, when it merged with its rival, the American Football League, AFL, that the league found a winning formula. But the key to the NFL's growth wasn't just about what happened on the field. It was about creating a business empire off of it. So, let's break down the NFL's financial model and see how they've mastered the art of making money. To understand how the NFL makes money, we need to dissect its main revenue streams. The league generates income from 5 primary sources: broadcasting rights, sponsorships, ticket sales, merchandise, and licensing. Here's how each plays a role. Broadcasting rights. This is the NFL's cash cow. In 2023 alone, the league secured deals with major networks like CBS, NBC, Fox, and ESPN, amounting to over $110 billion for a decade. These contracts allow broadcasters to air live games, which in turn attract massive viewership and advertising dollars. The key here is exclusivity. By limiting access to game broadcasts, the NFL creates scarcity, driving up the price networks are willing to pay. This strategy is not unlike how tech companies create demand for their latest gadgets by controlling supply. Sponsorship deals. The NFL's stadiums, teams, and events are plastered with corporate logos, from Pepsi to Visa. These companies aren't just buying advertising space, they're buying a piece of the NFL's brand and massive fan base. Sponsorship deals are worth billions each year, and the NFL cleverly packages its sponsorship opportunities into categories, such as official beverage or official car, limiting competition within these segments. Think of it as market segmentation, but for advertising space. Ticket sales and game day revenue. Despite the growing trend of digital streaming, live game attendance still plays a crucial role. With an average ticket price of over $100, plus premium seating options like suites, the NFL makes a significant profit on game days. Not to mention, stadiums rake in revenue from concessions, parking, and merchandise sold during the games. In finance terms, it's all about maximizing lifetime customer value, getting fans to spend as much as possible during a single visit. Merchandise and licensing. Team jerseys, hats, and memorabilia sales bring in additional revenue. The NFL has lucrative licensing agreements with companies like Nike and EA Sports. Think Madden NFL. The league makes money not just on every item sold, but also through royalties. By allowing third parties to sell official merchandise, the NFL extends its brand's reach without having to manage every sale directly, essentially creating a passive income stream. Digital content and streaming. With a growing number of fans preferring to watch games on their smartphones and tablets, the NFL has embraced digital content aggressively. Platforms like NFL Game Pass and partnerships with streaming services, including Amazon Prime Video, provide additional revenue while catering to a tech-savvy audience. The NFL also monetizes this digital content through data-driven marketing, targeting fans with personalized ads and subscription services. The NFL operates a sophisticated business model combining a franchise system and revenue sharing to maximize profitability. With a league-wide revenue estimated at around $18 billion in 2023, the NFL has built a structure that not only benefits team owners, but also ensures competitive balance and financial sustainability. Let's dig deeper into the key financial figures, including revenue, costs, and profit margins. Revenue breakdown. The NFL's main revenue streams generate billions of dollars annually, contributing to its impressive financial success. Here's a detailed look at where the money comes from. Broadcasting revenue. The league earns around $10 billion per year from its broadcasting contracts alone, accounting for more than half of the NFL's total revenue. Major networks like CBS, NBC, Fox, and ESPN pay top dollar for the right to air NFL games, as these broadcasts attract massive viewership and advertising opportunities. The league's deals are structured to increase annually, providing a stable and predictable cash flow. Sponsorships and advertising. Sponsorship agreements contribute approximately $1.5 billion annually to the NFL's coffers. Big brands pay for exclusive marketing rights, such as being the official beverage or official payment service of the league. This approach limits competition and allows for premium pricing. Ticket sales and game day revenue. With around 17 million tickets sold across the league each season, game day revenues, including ticket sales, concessions, and parking, add another $3 billion. The average ticket price is over $100, but premium seats and luxury suites can cost several $1,000s, significantly boosting revenue. Merchandise and licensing. The NFL's licensing deals with brands like Nike and EA Sports bring in about $1.5 billion per year. The league collects royalties on all licensed merchandise sales, ensuring a steady stream of passive income. These royalties can range from 10% to 20% of sales, providing high profit margins since the league incurs minimal costs in the production process. Digital content and streaming. Newer revenue streams, like streaming deals with Amazon Prime and digital subscriptions for services such as NFL Game Pass, generate roughly $1 billion annually. The league capitalizes on the shift toward digital consumption, monetizing content, and personalized ads for higher profit margins. Cost of goods sold, COGS, and operating expenses. Although the NFL is known for its enormous revenue, it also has significant expenses. Here's a closer look at the league's costs. Player salaries and benefits. The biggest chunk of expenses comes from player compensation, with the league spending approximately $6 billion annually. Under the collective bargaining agreement, CBA, about 48% of revenue is allocated to player salaries, which helps maintain financial fairness between players and team owners. Stadium operating costs. Teams collectively spend around $2 billion per year on stadium-related expenses, including maintenance, security, and game day operations. These costs vary depending on the stadium size and location, but the league's top teams can spend over $200 million annually on stadium operations. Marketing and administrative expenses. Additional costs include league-wide marketing campaigns, administrative expenses, and league office operations, which together can total about $1 billion annually. These costs are necessary to promote the NFL brand globally and manage the logistics of running a major sports league. Profit margins and net income. When it comes to profit margins, the NFL is incredibly lucrative. Here's a breakdown. Gross profit margin. With substantial revenue streams and manageable costs, the league maintains a gross profit margin of approximately 70%. This high margin is mainly due to the lucrative broadcasting deals and the relatively low COGS for items like licensing and digital content. Net profit margin. After accounting for all operating expenses, the league achieves an average net profit margin of around 15 to 20%. This translates to roughly $2.5 billion in net income per year. However, individual team profitability can vary significantly based on factors like market size, stadium deals, and local revenue streams. Franchising and revenue sharing structure. The NFL's business model emphasizes collective growth and shared success through a revenue sharing arrangement that benefits all teams. Equal distribution of broadcasting revenue. The league's $10 billion annual broadcasting revenue is split equally among the 32 teams, ensuring that even smaller market teams receive about $300 million each. This policy levels the playing field and maintains competitive balance across the league. Local versus national revenue. While national revenues such as broadcasting and licensing are shared equally, teams retain the majority of their local revenues. For instance, ticket sales, stadium naming rights, and local sponsorship deals largely remain with individual teams. This setup encourages teams to maximize local revenue streams while benefiting from the league-wide success. Revenue sharing from high-revenue teams. Teams with the highest local revenues, like the Dallas Cowboys, contribute a portion of their income to a central pool that supports lower-revenue teams. This approach helps sustain the financial health of all franchises, creating a stable ecosystem where all teams can thrive. The NFL's billion-dollar playbook isn't just for sports. It's a blueprint that can help any business achieve scalable, sustainable growth. The NFL's business model is a masterclass in strategic growth and revenue maximization. By understanding and applying some of these principles, business owners can build their own empires. Before you go, let's not forget the role of continuous learning in business success. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more business insights.